Brand image or political mileage? What are the options before the father-son duo? If one has to believe news reports, the State Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao has reportedly decided to extend his party support to the agitating youth against the central government's Agnipath scheme. He even approached known anarchist and Bharatiya Kisan Union, that is BKU President Rakesh Tikait, who spearheaded the agitations against farm laws and successfully blocked the national highways near Delhi and sought his support. One would like to know from KCR, what are his party's priorities? Political compulsions to put stay in power or realize his promise and dream of Bangaru Telangana? As of now, his options seem weighted towards opposing the Modi government, whether his schemes are good or not, and win over the gullible electorate in his state. He appears to be more than confident, but throwing freebies to all sections of society can help his party to win another round of elections. That seems to be his option, as state assembly polls are round the corner next year. Otherwise, many a political analyst feel that he wouldn't have opposed the forward-looking Agnipath scheme to enroll the fit and fiddle, committed and dedicated, skilled and unskilled youth joining the Indian Armed Forces to protect the country's integrity and sovereignty. Under the scheme, as many as 45,000 aspiring youth are said to be recruited, and the Indian Air Force has already announced its recruitment schedule as June 24th. The Indian Army too had announced that the recruitment process will begin soon, but has not given the date yet. Both the Air Force and Army Chief confirmed the recruitment drive amidst ongoing agitations across India. The violent agitations by the organized so-called youth also destroyed over Rs 200 crore property loss all over the country, especially to the railways and other establishments. Not adhering to the centre's corrective steps to clear the confusion among the youth, some of the state governments which opted to remain hostile to the Modi government due to their personal hatred also crazily demanded the withdrawal of the scheme. Their moral courage to make such a demand was born out of the Modi government chickening out, though the farm laws were brought democratically after clearing from both the houses of parliament and were later withdrawn after allowing the agitation to continue for more than a year and a half, blocking the national highways. It also costed a colossal loss to the government exchequer when the heartless few farm unions who allegedly received foreign funds and created lawlessness in the country. In that backdrop, one is bound to suspect the real intentions of KCR and his party. This, despite the centre announcing concessions for rejected 75% after their 4-year stint, with 3 armed forces to be relocated in paramilitary into regular employment till superannuation. Even some state chief ministers have also announced to relocate them in their state police ranks, which would also lessen the burden on state police academies as far as the training component of the ingredient that is required for joining regular service is concerned. As if KCR's brazeness is not enough to strengthen the agitating youth psyche, his son and Minister for IT and Municipal Administration, K.T. Rama Rao, had also endorsed the ongoing agitation against Agnipath. Although it is not surprising, as he is the aspiring future Chief Minister of the state, succeeding his father, yet one ponders whether he had given serious thought to what will happen to the brand image of Hyderabad, which is emerging as the ultimate destination for international IT players to set up their shops and make huge investments here. Not so long ago, KTR led a high-level team in various countries to tap prospective investments. After his US visit in March, he claimed that a clinical research organization, Chemveda Life Sciences, has agreed to invest $20 million or Rs 150 crore by setting up a state-of-art research and development on a sprawling 2 lakh square feet here. It also provides jobs to 500 young scientists. And the Hyderabad-based San Diego has already received funding of Rs 90 crore or $12 million and is set to receive another 60 crore rupees or $8 million funds for the CMP facility from US funding. Later, his Davos visit also reportedly fetched Rs 1,000 crore investments from Lulu Group, that is Rs 600 crore, as well as another Rs 500 crore from Spain's Chemo Pharma. Overall, Telangana state has received little over rupees 2.5 lakh crore foreign investments during the last 8 years. KTR also keeps boasting of Hyderabad being one of the fastest developing cities in the country. If that is the case, why does KCR want to damage the reputation of Hyderabad city, as it is becoming a global investor's destination? Would he like to opt for political mileage of every statement he or his father makes, or work towards enhancing and protecting the brand image of the historic Hyderabad city? Options before the father and son are loud and clear. Many political analysts feel that their foolhardy decision to back the anti-Agnipath agitators is only bound to play spoilsport in the upcoming assembly as well as general elections and cause irreparable damage. They hope better wisdom prevails upon them and they relook at their party and government priorities. Meanwhile, the top officers of three armed forces made it clear that the Agnipath scheme is irreversible and is going to stay. They also made it clear that there is no place for people who are taking part in the ongoing agitators. This is what the army official Lieutenant General Anil Puri said, and we quote, "We also warn those who participated in the anti-Agnipath protests would not be eligible to join the armed forces. There is no place for indiscipline in the armed forces. All candidates will have to give a written pledge that they did not indulge in any arson or violence. If any FIR is lodged against them, they can't join. Police verification will be done." End quote. Now what KCR and KTR are going to do? This is MS Purti for Orange News 9 TV.